Hi everybody, Jo here. How you doing? I hope your day's going well and I hope you're keeping well. Today I've got this lovely, nice and quite clean and simple, but if Mr. Mojo's gone, it's a great card to get him back. And you know what? What's lovely? We're going to mix some colours of our Elements inks. You don't need a lot of stamps, but I love the fact we've got this lovely white space. And this all starts with our multifarious card, and this is 5.5 inches square. And I'm going to start with my stamping. And I'm going to use the VersaFine Clair, the Nocturne. And I'm coming in with the stamp Bella first. And I'm just going to ink up. Now, you know me, I like to do my stamping first. It's very much, we're all different. It might be you like to make your background first. For me, it's my stamping. So I want to make sure I've got some nice ink on that stamp. And then I'm just going to sort of stamp there. And again, it's a silhouette stamp, so just give it a nice good, let that ink soak in. And then lift up and you get that lovely image. And then what I'm going to use, we've got a lovely stamp called Bluebells. And if you're not sure how it's going to look, remember, you can always use your acetate. Great tip that. So I'm just randomly going to stamp some Bluebells. Now, if you knew, what's nice about this is you can use first and second generation. So first is where we just stamp. But then if we stamp again and don't ink up, we get a second generation and even a third. And it's lovely that it's nice and light. So I just want a nice random sort of mix around here. And I'm trying to alter the shape just so that, as I say, I get a nice, I want it to look quite natural. I think maybe just one more darker one there. And that's fine for the black. Now what I'm going to do now is come in and I'm going to use Paradise. So I looked for a nice blue colour. I want to bring the blue tones in my stamping. And I've gone for the orchard grass for this. And it's just to bring in a little bit more sort of, I don't know, depth to the design is probably what I'm thinking. And a little bit of brightness look, and it shows up so well. So if you've only got 2 colours of your VersaFine Clair, this is a nice way to use them. And again, I'm just thinking, I'm just going to take that first and second off here and just add a little bit of, you see how that just gives lovely depth and it looks like we've got that bit of perspective. And as I say, this, if you need to batch card make, if you want to get ahead and make some notelets or some birthday cards, this is fabulous. Now I'm giving this a blot. VersaFine Clair slow drying ink. So what we'll do now is we've got a couple of colours of the elements, Pink Elephant and Blue Lagoon. And the stencil I'm going to use is Elegance. And I went for this one purely because I haven't used it for a while. So it's going to angle. I just want to check you can still see what I'm doing. And I sort of want the stencil flowing. I like the flow. I'm thinking of a diagonal. And I just want to make sure I've not got an edge look on there. So hold that. Yes, happy with that. You have to watch you don't go over these edges. So we'll start with the blue. And I'm going to start, and it's a nice gentle. And as always, blend in the lid. Your non-stick mat will hold the lid in place. So it's easy to blend and it's a nice gentle touch. I always say at workshops, it's a tickle. If you tickle, nice and light. And again, when I ink up, I start down here because that's where I want it darker. And then a nice tickle up to the edge, lift up. Yeah, that's looking nice. Can just get away with a little bit more colour down here. And then that nice tickle up there. Yes, I like that. So I'm going to stop. Always make sure you hold it with this hand. Now, Pink Elephant, very bright colour. So it's a definite blend. And I'm going to add the Pink Elephant in this corner down here. So again, it's a definite tickle. And just into the blue a little. And just let me check. Oh, I like that blend. You see, you get this lovely purple. And I'm just going to move my hand so I can bring some nice pink elephant into that corner. And then when I'm happy, look, stencil off. And what I want to do is just make this here, almost get rid of a little bit of the stencil work, just because I want a more solid colour, just under the bluebells. And it just sort of frames that corner. Can you see? So I love that tone there. Now, pop the lids on. Always important to pop your lids on as soon as you can. What I'm going to do is with the ink here, look, I'm going to get my fan brush and pick that ink up. And then just flick and add some little flicks of colour. And it's a great way because it uses that ink. And then we'll mop that up. But what we will do, look, we've got this lovely ink on the stencil. So let's now, Mr. Eric's fast asleep under my table here. So we'll give him a bit of a spritz. And let's just put that there. And this is a great way of cleaning your stencil, but using that ink. And this will give me a background ready to use when, you know, those times when you think, what am I going to do? I need some inspiration. And lo and behold, look at that. And when that dries, that's a fabulous background. And again, look, I've got possibilities. So that I'm going to file over there. We'll just dry this. And this, how about that? So lovely and quick. What I will do is just add a little bit of, just want an extra bit of detail. So this is one of the pastel pencils. And I'm just adding that little bit of highlight. Now you can use your white gel pen. I'm just going for the pastel. I just think it's a little bit softer. And then with my lovely Uni-ball, and this one's the violet, I thought because we've got those lovely violet tones, look, I'm just going to add a little bit here. Now it might be you want to add some glitter, some stickles, but I'm just going to stop there because for me, I think that is just beautiful as it is. Now the final thing is one of our sentiment stickers. Now, choosing the right one, this could take me as long as it does to actually create the design. You know me. Think happiness, because I think Bella there is thinking lovely, happy thoughts. And again, on my scissors, quite like it up there, but I think I like it, still like it. Oh, that's too far away, so maybe there, just between the two. Now, it might be you want to use the same stamps, but a different stencil. Might be different colours. I can't wait to see. When you're choosing your colours, just think of two that are going to blend well. So I do hope you have a go at that design. Remember, if you do, please share it on our socials. Go to the Lavinia for you and the Reach Out with Lavinia sites. We have some wonderful things in there, and it's such a lovely community. So, but please tag me in so I can see what you've made. So I hope you've enjoyed our little catch-up, and I hope you're going to go and create a design. Is it for a card, or is it for your journal, or is it for your calendar? Are you still working on your calendar? I can't wait to see. Love and hugs from me. I'll pop back again soon. Bye for now.